Picture this. You're riding alone through the misty woods of a quiet American village. The air is heavy, the moonlight barely touches the road, and behind you, you hear the thunder of hooves getting closer and closer. You turn, but what you see isn't a man. It's a rider with no head, clutching a glowing pumpkin. That image has haunted generations, but few know that this terrifying legend wasn't born from pure imagination. It came from real history, real battles, and a real place. This is the true story behind the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. Long before Washington Irving wrote his famous tale in 1820, the Hudson River Valley in New York was already filled with whispers of ghosts. Sleepy Hollow, a quiet Dutch settlement, had a reputation as a place where the supernatural met the real world. Locals spoke of strange lights in the woods, voices calling in the fog, and riders who vanished into thin air. Irving grew up hearing those stories, and when he later visited the area as an adult, that eerie atmosphere was the perfect setting for a legend. But Irving didn't invent the Headless Horseman. The roots of that figure stretch far across the ocean to Europe. German and Irish folklore told of headless riders long before Sleepy Hollow existed. In Ireland, there was the Dullahan, a decapitated spirit on a black horse who carried his own rotting head. In Germany, tales spoke of a soldier who lost his head in battle and returned at night, endlessly searching for it. Irving knew these legends. What he did was brilliant. He mixed them with American history and local superstition to create something new, a ghost story that felt chillingly real. And it almost was. During the American Revolutionary War, the Hudson Valley was a hotbed of conflict. In 1776, just south of Sleepy Hollow, a fierce battle took place near White Plains. Among the British forces were German soldiers known as Hessians, mercenaries hired to fight for the crown. According to local accounts, a Hessian artilleryman was decapitated by a cannonball during the chaos. His comrades buried his body in the old Dutch churchyard of Sleepy Hollow, but his ghost, they said, still rode through the night, searching for its lost head. Washington Irving took that chilling rumor and gave it life. In his story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, he introduced Ichabod Crane, a lanky, superstitious schoolteacher fascinated by ghost stories.
Especially the tale of the Headless Horseman. But when he leaves a party late one night, he finds himself face to face with the very spirit from the tales. The next morning, Ichabod is gone. All that's left is his hat and a shattered pumpkin. Was it a prank? A nightmare? Or did the ghost finally claim another victim?
What makes Irving's story so powerful is how he blurred the line between history and myth. The horseman feels real because he was inspired by a real war, real death, and real places that still exist today. You can still visit the old Dutch church, the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, and the very bridge where Ichabod supposedly vanished. Local guides even claim that on foggy nights, you might still hear a horse galloping through the trees. The story made the town itself famous. Before Irving, it was just a quiet farming community. Afterward, the town embraced its ghostly legend. And in 1996, it officially renamed itself Sleepy Hollow in honor of the tale. Today, it's one of America's most iconic Halloween destinations, with thousands visiting for haunted tours and reenactments of the Headless Horseman's ride. But the legend didn't stop there. The Headless Horseman became a symbol of fear itself, appearing in countless movies, books, and TV shows. Yet no matter how many times the story is retold, its message remains the same. The past is never really gone. History and its horrors linger in the shadows. Some historians even suggest that Irving's tale was more than a ghost story. It was a reflection of post-war America. After the Revolution, the country was haunted by memories of bloodshed. The image of a restless soldier searching for his head could symbolize a nation still trying to find its own identity. That subtle blend of folklore, history, and psychology is what makes the legend of Sleepy Hollow. More than just a scary story, it is a cultural mirror. And maybe that's why the Headless Horseman endures. He represents the things we can't explain, the fears we can't bury, and the ghosts we all carry from our past. Even now, 2 centuries later, the legend still rides on. So the next time you hear hoofbeats echoing in the dark, or see a shadow move just beyond the light, remember, every legend has roots. Every ghost has a history, and somewhere out there, the Headless Horseman is still looking for his head. If you enjoyed exploring the dark side of history, make sure to subscribe for more forgotten tales and eerie legends. Thanks for watching.